Hello guys, welcome to Top Notch Entertainment. If you haven't subscribed to this channel before, kindly click the red subscription button under your video screen, and don't forget to click the notification icon so that when we release our next video, YouTube can easily notify you. What we have for you today is about the Ikoyi building that collapsed. We actually believe that most people have been hearing the news about Ikoyi collapse. That's the 21-story building. Now what we have now on ground now is that the trending on ground now is that the family members of that late owner, that's Osibona, the family members of the late owner of the collapsed Ikoyi building, fight dirty over exotic car and other assets, because we already know that we have 3 survivors. The 3 survivors have been discharged from hospital. Those are those people that actually survived the building that collapsed. And Lagos State also, the Lagos State government has announced that they will handle hospital bills of the survivors. And now that we heard that they've been released, there was a time the whereabouts of the 21-story building developer, that's Osibona, people were actually asking where he was then, because when they were actually retrieving the body of the dead bodies in the building, they were actually concerned about his whereabouts. I thought maybe we didn't know that maybe the body was already inside maybe it was under the collapsed building. The access to the 21-story building now presently, the crash site has been blocked by the Lagos State government, and the reaction of the famous Osibona owner of the 21-story building that collapsed in the Ikoyi area of Lagos State are currently in a messy fight over the personal property of the deceased. And the wife, who had just flown in from the United States, tried gaining access to her husband's apartment along Mosley Road, Ikoyi, but she was denied access by some of the Osibona's brother. I actually don't see any reasons why the woman should be denied gaining an entrance into the house, because I actually believe that if the wife has actually been traveling or coming from another country to Nigeria, she was supposed to be allowed to gain access into her husband's house that just died. But here now we are actually saying that she's been denied the access by some of the Osibona's brother. It was learned that Mrs. Osibona, who had 4 children for the late Femi, is presently in a fight with the brothers, who are laying claim to the deceased array of exotic cars, bank account details, and other assets. There's always that time in somebody's life that you actually have to look around you. Those people that you are surrounded with, are they the people that actually love you for who you are or for what you have? It's actually very, very obvious here presently that Osibona, even when he was alive, it was actually because of his money that his family members actually liked him. Because checking what's actually going on here now, I don't see any reasons why the wife should be denied the access into the building. The family allegedly denied the wife access to the deceased apartment because there were bundles of money, keys to expensive vehicles, and others in the house. It was gathered that the 2 family factions came with mobile police officers, after which they were all locked out by residents of the building who are neighbors of the deceased. Somebody that just died that they were supposed to be mourning presently, even for the next 2 to 4 weeks. The family of the deceased are already, laying claims that they are the owner of the properties that is not owned by them. And as far as the wife of the deceased has given birth to 4 children. I don't see any reason why she should be denied, and this kind of a thing has been rampant in Nigeria as a whole, whereby someone will die and the wife and the children will be denied to gain entrance or to have access to any of the property left behind by the deceased. And once one of the sources said the brothers and wife of Femi Osibona are fighting over access to bank details of the deceased and keys to a specific vehicle. This is despite the fact that the man has a wife and 4 kids. The body is yet to be buried, and they are already fighting over his property. His wife was at the site yesterday shouting at his brother. I think there are loads of cash in the house. Femi's brother have stopped his wife and daughter from getting into his apartment. It is such a mess that money has become the root of all this evil. The brother asked the wife to go and stay at the hotel and claimed she has no money to go there. Another source said that the woman came to the house with Mopo, and the family also engaged the service of Mopo on his side, there were about 20 people shouting on one another when it was already midnight. We chased every one of them out of the house. They were outside till midnight shouting, swearing, boasting and threatening. Instead of mourning these people that were for these people, instead of them to be mourning and these people were fighting over assets, they have also engaged popular lawyer Olisa Agbakoba on the matter. It was earlier reported the chief executive officer of Fourscore Home Limited, Femi Osibona, was confirmed dead and recovered from the rubble of the collapsed structure after about 4 days. The body of Osibona was discovered among other during the rescue operation this Thursday. There has been concern over the whereabouts of Osibona, Wale Bob Osheni, his friend, and other trapped in the building. Bob Osheni, who was to catch a flight to US, briefly made a detour to see the project at the invitation of the developer, but did not walk out alive. See, and there is always a prayer that where we are going to go without coming back, that the Lord should not allow us to go there. Now, in the situation whereby this person was supposed to catch a flight and leave the country, or even to another state inside the country, within the country, now because of his visitation to the building has cost him his life. On Monday, the building located on Gerrard Road, Ikoyi, Lagos, collapsed with yet to be certain numbers of persons still trapped beneath the rubble. The death toll currently stands at over 40 persons. Emergency works had evacuated more than 9 persons alive from the debris of the fallen building. Now we're going to get you more details on this as all the informations and updates about the Ikoyi building unveils. Don't forget to click the red button under your video screen and also click the bell button to get notification whenever we release our next video. Thank you.